I want you to really absorb this, because understanding this single fact can completely reshape your future years. Every single evening as you get into bed, completely unaware, a secret process is unfolding, quietly siphoning away your greatest treasure, your physical strength. You probably assume that losing muscle is a gradual thing, maybe happening when you're sitting around during the day. But here is the stark truth that the majority of people over 60 are missing, a huge part of that crippling loss of muscle, the kind that erodes your power, your stability, and your freedom, isn't occurring during your waking hours. It's taking place in the dark of night. Once you pass 60, your system can shed a shocking amount of muscle, as much as 8% of your total mass with each decade that goes by. Just picture it, with every passing year, your physical might slowly drains away, not from inactivity during the day, but from what's either happening or not happening from the moment your head touches the pillow. This is more than just a small bother, it's a developing crisis in slow motion. And if you fail to take firm steps, this nightly corrosion of muscle won't just continue. It picks up speed, rendering you more frail, more vulnerable, and less able with each year. When you go to sleep without supplying your system with the proper kind of nourishment, you are effectively plunging your muscles into a state of deprivation, making them break themselves down just to survive the night. This is the vital insight that far too many people overlook, and it's costing them their future. But wait, before you start to feel helpless, know that there is a ray of light. And it's far more straightforward than you'd ever guess. What if I explained that by making one tiny, nearly effortless adjustment to your nightly habit, you could not only stop this hidden muscular erosion right where it is, but you could actually start to reverse the damage? Imagine getting up in the morning feeling not more fragile, but more powerful, more robust, and with less of that typical morning itchiness. This is not some fantasy, it is rooted in solid, emerging research. Scientists are now demonstrating with undeniable proof that eating particular kinds of foods just before you fall asleep can operate like a potent toggle, activating your body's overnight muscle restoration programs. These are not elaborate formulas or high-priced pills, but simple, nourishing foods that are capable of setting off massive physiological shifts. They can significantly lessen muscle aches, boost recovery from your daily movements, and most crucially, assist you in building and holding on to lean muscle while you're deep in your dreams. So, if you are over 60 and you are genuinely committed to not just getting through your later decades, but truly flourishing in them, remaining powerful, independent, and full of the vitality to save a life, then this knowledge is absolutely essential for you. Welcome to a deep dive from Senior Fit, where we translate the complex science into easy, practical methods to help you age with more strength, live with greater energy, and take back your power. Today, we're plunging into a reality that impacts millions of older individuals, but is often completely ignored: the overnight loss of muscle. It's a covert mission your system executes, particularly when you haven't equipped it properly before hitting the sheets. You have to understand, your muscles are not just withering away because of the date on your driver's license. They are being deliberately deconstructed, especially if you get into bed lacking the correct nutritional reinforcement. Just think, while you're asleep, your body goes into a prolonged fast. For many hours, no new fuel is coming in. If your body can't find available protein from your last meal, it must hunt for those crucial amino acids elsewhere to maintain life, sustaining functions, and repair tissues. So where does it go? Straight to your muscles. It starts to cannibalize its own muscle fibers to get the nutrients it so urgently requires. This function is known as catabolism. And while this occurs in all of us to some extent, it strikes older individuals with a unique ferocity. The reason this process is so much harsher on people past the age of 60 comes down to two things. First off, as we get older, our systems become much less effective at putting the protein we consume to good use. This annoying reality is termed anabolic resistance. It suggests that even when you believe you are eating sufficient protein over the course of the day, your muscles may not be receiving the full advantage, particularly during that vital nighttime repair period. Second, the built-up result of this nightly breakdown, made worse by anabolic resistance, creates a quicker spiral in muscle mass and capability, a state medically called sarcopenia. This isn't just a matter of looking less defined, it's about giving up the very bedrock of your physical independence, your capacity to handle everyday chores, and your body's defense against stumbles and diseases. But please don't let this discourage you, because a very direct and potent solution exists. Specific foods, eaten with purpose about 30 to 60 minutes before you get into bed, can drastically slow down this nightly muscle deconstruction. Some of these food heroes even take it a level up, actively starting new muscle creation while you are fast asleep. Today, we will reveal the 8 most formidable bedtime foods scientifically demonstrated to shield and even grow your valuable muscle, ordered from a solid number 8 clear up to the undeniable number 1. And you will want to stay for that top food, because a recent scientific paper showed it rocketed overnight muscle protein synthesis by an amazing 22%, even for people who were not exercising. So, get a pen ready and learn how to convert your sleep into a high-powered muscle restoration factory. Let's begin our ranking, starting with food number 8. An option that's incredibly simple to locate at any supermarket, exceptionally budget-friendly, and unexpectedly potent in the war against nighttime muscle loss. It may seem like a food from a past era, something from an old diet plan, but cottage cheese has discreetly become one of an older person's most powerful weapons for protecting and even generating muscle during the night. You may be thinking, really, cottage cheese? Absolutely, 100%. And here's the science that confirms it. Cottage cheese is loaded with a very distinct protein known as casein. In contrast to whey protein, which rushes amino acids into your system rapidly only to vanish just as quickly, casein is the long-distance champion among proteins. It breaks down extremely slowly. Picture casein steadily feeding your muscles with its building block amino acids like a timed release capsule over the course of 6 or even 8 hours. This quality makes it the ultimate nighttime fuel source. If whey protein acts like a flash of lightning, a brief, powerful jolt, then casein is more like a steady, burning ember, offering a continuous stream of the sustenance your muscles are starved for during those extended hours of sleep without food. A very convincing study in the British Journal of Nutrition observed adults over 60 who were fed a small portion of casein, the main protein in cottage cheese, before sleep. The findings were incredible. They saw a 31% surge in their overnight muscle creation compared to the participants who had nothing. Let that number register. The group that ate the casein didn't just maintain their muscle, they actively produced more of it, all of it happening while they were unconscious. This is a massive discovery, particularly for older adults who might be doing resistance exercises, or even for those who are just trying to hold on to their current strength and stability to get through daily activities safely. So, what is the right amount? Begin with around half a cup, eaten about 30 to 60 minutes before you intend to go to sleep. Go for plain, low-fat cottage cheese if you are watching your calorie intake. If you find the flavor a little boring, feel free to blend in some slices of ripe banana, which also adds potassium to help muscles relax, a light dusting of warm cinnamon, or a very small drizzle of honey to sweeten it. Just be careful to keep additions minimal to prevent too much sugar, which can disrupt sleep. You might even add a spoonful of chia seeds for more fiber and beneficial omega-3s. And there is another great side benefit. Cottage cheese is a natural provider of tryptophan, an amino acid famous for its sleep-promoting effects. So, not only is it working wonders on your muscles, but it's also assisting your brain in calming down, setting you up for a more peaceful night's rest. Additionally, it is very simple to digest, even for individuals with more delicate digestive systems. Many seniors who have trouble sleeping or wake up feeling achy and stiff report that adding this one straightforward food to their evening has made a tangible impact. Cottage cheese, it's economical, simple, verified by research, and strong enough to guard your muscles through the night. If you've been getting up feeling less capable or have seen a gradual dip in your power, this could very well be the unassuming silent solution your body has been begging for. Arriving at number 7 in our ranking are hard-boiled eggs, without a doubt one of the most portable, nutrient-packed and muscle-shielding foods you can have as a pre-sleep snack. They might be little, but do not let their modest appearance mislead you. Their strength is immense. Each egg contains approximately 6 grams of superior, quality complete protein. Complete signifies that it has all 9 of the essential amino acids your body must have to maintain and grow lean muscle, and it offers them in the perfect balance for maximum absorption. But the thing that makes eggs especially precious for people over 60 is their high concentration of leucine. Leucine is a uniquely potent amino acid that behaves almost like an ignition key, starting the engine for muscle generation inside your cells. As we move through our later decades, our systems frequently become less sensitive to the protein we eat. It demands a larger quantity of protein, and particularly superior protein loaded with leucine, to ignite the same muscle-building reaction that happened with less effort when we were younger. This, as we've covered, is that very annoying anabolic resistance. Eggs present a brilliant answer to this challenge. They offer a powerful shot of complete, effective protein that is readily taken in and processed by the body, creating a real effect even in small servings. Take a 2021 study featured in the journal Nutrients. This work monitored a group of adults over age 60 who ate whole eggs before going to bed. Across a 12-week time frame, the outcomes were substantial. The group that ate eggs displayed a 19% greater muscle retention rate than the group that did not have eggs as part of their nightly routine. Moreover, the egg group also had higher concentrations of IGF-1, a vital growth hormone that facilitates tissue healing and which sadly diminishes naturally as we get older. More IGF-1 means improved muscle restoration, reduced morning aches, and quicker rebuilding of muscle fibers while you're asleep. The greatest thing about them: eggs are extraordinarily easy. Just prepare a few at the start of the week, peel them, and store them for when you need them. Eating 1 or 2 hard-boiled eggs roughly 30 minutes before bed is typically adequate for most seniors. They are easy on the digestive system, very low in sugar and carbohydrates, and will not lead to the unwanted blood sugar fluctuations that many other evening snacks can cause. If you'd like to boost their effects even more, try a light dusting of turmeric and black pepper over them. Turmeric acts as a natural anti-inflammatory, and black pepper greatly aids your system in absorbing curcumin, turmeric's active ingredient. You can also have your eggs with a small piece of avocado if you need some extra healthy fat or want to stay full longer. The beneficial fats in avocado can moderately slow down digestion, giving a steadier release of energy during the night. Hard-boiled eggs are also a prime choice for seniors who might not have a big appetite in the late evening. No cooking or big cleanup is involved, just peel and eat. It's truly that simple. Whether you're recovering from some physical activity, managing persistent joint aches, or just trying to protect your invaluable freedom, these small protein packages can help you reach your aims one delicious bite at a time. So, to summarize, easy to process, full of muscle-preserving leucine and complete protein, and clinically shown to boost hormone levels and slow muscle deterioration, hard-boiled eggs could be the most straightforward, effective bedtime snack you've been ignoring. Following that, at number 6 on our list, we find tuna preserved in olive oil. Now, I realize what you might be thinking: tuna isn't usually the first food that comes to mind for a relaxing pre-sleep snack. However, when you consider the vital goal of safeguarding your muscle tissue after you turn 60, this exact pairing of excellent protein and beneficial fats is a complete powerhouse, a genuine 1-2 punch for your muscles. Let's examine precisely why this duo is so powerful. Tuna itself is one of the most concentrated, protein-rich foods you can easily find. With just a small portion, you're giving your body a major supply of complete, high-grade protein, and crucially, it's full of that vital amino acid leucine, which we now know is the primary trigger for muscle generation and healing. But this is where things get really fascinating and why the in olive oil detail is so important. When you pick tuna that's preserved in olive oil instead of water, you're providing your system with a powerful 2-for-1 advantage. The olive oil adds healthy monounsaturated fats. These fats are instrumental in slowing the digestive rate. This more gradual digestion means the amino acids from the tuna enter your bloodstream more slowly, giving a sustained flow of fuel to nourish and heal your muscles for the entire night. A 2020 study from the esteemed American Journal of Clinical Nutrition specifically evaluated this exact duo, protein combined with healthy fat in older individuals. The people who ate a high-protein, omega-3 rich food like tuna in olive oil before bed saw an impressive 34% greater boost in overnight muscle creation compared to people who ate a low-fat protein or nothing at all before rest. And the advantages didn't end there. The scientists also observed that the group eating tuna in olive oil had less morning achiness, demonstrated better absorption of vitamin D, which is also essential for muscle wellness, and showed better inflammatory indicators. Essentially, they didn't just go to sleep, they slept more effectively, healed more quickly, and maintained more of their precious muscle tissue. Here is the way to make this strategy work best for you. Consistently choose tuna preserved in olive oil, not water. That oil is essential for moderating absorption and powering your nightly healing. Have about half a can. You can eat it by itself, or if you like something with more texture, have it with a few pieces of crunchy cucumber or a couple of crackers made with whole grains. If you need to boost the taste, a small squeeze of fresh lemon juice or a tiny sprinkle of sea salt works great. It is critical to steer clear of mayonnaise or other thick, creamy dressings, as these are typically more difficult to process late at night and could interfere with your sleep. Here's a less known but vital detail: tuna is one of the most abundant natural food sources of leucine. And as we've said, as we get older, our systems demand more leucine to activate the same muscle creation effect that was more effortless in our past. Getting enough leucine, especially before bed, directly aids in fighting sarcopenia, the clinical name for age-driven muscle loss. So if you are committed to preserving your power, your movement, and your freedom for as long as you can. This is more than a random snack. It is a tactical choice to reinforce your body against the steady advance of age. In summary, the tuna gives you clean, effective protein, and the olive oil slows down digestion while supporting absorption. They form a formidable partnership that nourishes your muscles all night. This duo doesn't just help you feel stronger upon waking, it actively assists your body in healing better, moving with more ease, and ultimately feeling better overall. We're climbing the list, and our following two choices deliver creamy goodness and comforting heat, all while fighting for your muscles. Taking the number 5 position is Greek yogurt, a wonderfully thick and pleasing bedtime snack that provides your body with so much more than just a great taste. Greek yogurt is not just another item from the dairy case. It's distinguished as one of the most well-rounded, balanced, and potent foods you can opt for before you sleep, particularly if your main objective is to preserve or even increase precious muscle tissue after you're 60. The thing that establishes Greek yogurt as a nutritional force is its distinct and helpful mix of elements. To begin, it is loaded with casein protein, the slow-release hero we previously met with cottage cheese, which is vital for preserving muscle during the extended nightly fast. Second, it's teeming with probiotics, those beneficial microbes that greatly enhance digestion and improve your body's capacity to pull nutrients from all the foods you consume. Improved absorption means more of those muscle-building materials actually arrive where they are most needed. And third, it is a superb source of calcium, which isn't just critical for strong bones, but also has a key function in how muscles contract and nerves operate. It is truly a complete powerhouse, top-quality protein, gut health assistance, and vital minerals, all conveniently contained in a single tasty bowl. In contrast to regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is put through a triple filtering method. This technique removes a large part of the whey lactose and fluid, which creates a product with considerably more protein, less sugar, and a far thicker, more substantial consistency. This high concentration of protein is precisely what makes it so advantageous for overnight muscle healing. A scientific study in Frontiers in Nutrition examined the results of a high-protein snack from Greek yogurt eaten before bed by a set of older adults. Over just a 6-week period, the participants saw some truly remarkable outcomes: a 26% rise in overnight muscle protein synthesis, better mitochondrial function in their muscles, which means their muscle cells were working better and generating more power, and they also noted feeling more energetic the next morning. You heard that correctly. This easy evening snack didn't just help them heal, it helped them wake up with increased strength and a better feeling of aliveness. This is particularly vital for seniors who frequently struggle with morning tiredness, itchiness, or a general sensation of frailty, even after what they think was a full night of rest. The Greek yogurt was not merely feeding their muscles, it was assisting their muscle cells to operate more efficiently on a core level. Here is the way to receive the greatest advantage from this thick and delicious food. Plan to eat around half a cup of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt about 30 to 45 minutes before hitting the sack. It is absolutely essential to stay away from the flavored versions, as these are typically full of added sugars that can throw off your sleep cycle and cancel out some of the healing benefits. If plain yogurt seems too tangy for you, you can easily improve the taste by mixing in a pinch of cinnamon, a handful of fresh berries, which also provide antioxidants, or a tiny drop of pure vanilla. Want to make it even better? A teaspoon of chia seeds. These small seeds contribute useful fiber, plant-derived omega-3s, and also help with digestion. Don't forget, the calcium in Greek yogurt does more than just help your bones, it is also deeply connected to managing muscle contractions and nerve impulses. This can lead to fewer leg cramps at night and a more peaceful, steady sleep. And do not ignore the major influence of those probiotics. A thriving gut environment has been scientifically tied to improved muscle metabolism, more efficient nutrient uptake from all foods, and even lower systemic inflammation, all of which directly bolster your strength, healing, and overall health as you age. So Greek yogurt is not really just a muscle builder, it is a full body supporter. To summarize, it is high in slow-release casein protein, full of gut-assisting probiotics, easy on your stomach, and truly pleasant to eat. Greek yogurt is an ideal simple nightly snack, particularly for seniors who want to support muscle healing, improve digestion, and increase their energy. Securing the number 4 position is warm milk with turmeric, a classic bedtime beverage that does far more than just help you fall asleep. This straightforward, soothing mixture accomplishes something quite amazing for people over 60. It helps safeguard valuable muscle tissue, actively reduces inflammation across the body, and noticeably enhances the quality of your deep, healing sleep all at once. Let's examine how this golden mixture performs its wonders. Milk itself is a natural provider of casein protein. Just as with the Greek yogurt and cottage cheese we've already covered, this gives that gradual, consistent delivery of amino acids, which is critical for overnight muscle healing. But milk also offers other precious nutrients: calcium, essential for both muscle action and bone density; tryptophan, an amino acid famous for its ability to induce calm and sleep; and usually vitamin D if added, which bolsters muscle performance and immune function. The habit of having warm milk before bed has long been practiced to help people calm down and relax. But when you are past 60, it adopts an even more essential purpose. It gives your system the crucial fuel required to heal and reconstruct muscle fibers as you rest. Now let's focus on the real hero here: turmeric. Turmeric holds a potent active ingredient known as curcumin. Curcumin stands as one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory substances found in nature. This is exceptionally significant because ongoing, low-level inflammation is a major driver of muscle degradation, joint discomfort, and delayed healing in older individuals. When you merge the anti-inflammatory force of curcumin with the muscle-assisting protein in milk, your system gets a powerful synergistic effect: the nutrients it requires to heal and reconstruct, paired with a decrease in the inflammation that can block these processes and lead to pain. A 2022 study in nutritional neuroscience discovered that older adults who drank a small, protein-filled beverage before sleep had a 32% boost in overnight muscle creation. When curcumin from turmeric was included in this pre-sleep routine, the group also noted less morning itchiness, diminished joint pain, and had fewer biological indicators of muscle inflammation. This is not just an old wives' tale, it's a real, science-supported evening practice that brings real benefits for muscle wellness and overall comfort. Here's the way to prepare your own golden bedtime beverage. Slowly heat 1 cup of milk. Don't let it boil, just warm it through gently. For optimal results, think about using organic milk, or if you are sensitive to regular dairy, A2 milk might be a superior choice. Mix in about 1/4 teaspoon of powdered turmeric. Most importantly, add a tiny sprinkle of black pepper. The piperine in the pepper vastly improves your body's capacity to absorb and make use of the valuable curcumin from the turmeric. You can also optionally add a small drop of honey for some sweetness, but be sure to keep it minimal to prevent too much sugar. Mix it all thoroughly and drink it slowly about 30 minutes before you plan to sleep. If you are lactose intolerant, don't fret, you can still gain the benefits. You can switch to plant-based milks like almond or oat milk. Just be sure to pick versions that are enhanced with calcium and preferably have some extra protein, maybe from soy or pea protein. While these plant milks won't contain the exact casein levels of dairy, they can still offer valuable muscle support, especially when paired with turmeric's anti-inflammatory strength. This calming beverage is truly greater than its individual components. The milk gives you those slow-release amino acids for muscle healing. The turmeric works hard to diminish inflammation and soothe joint pain. And the comforting warmth helps to quiet your nervous system, readying your body for deep, healing sleep. Always remember, muscle isn't built while you exercise, it's built while you rest, heal, and give your body the key materials it requires. And this golden drink provides exactly that, naturally and powerfully. So, if you're seeking a nightly practice that not only calms your thoughts but also fuels your muscles and helps you sleep better, a warm cup of milk with turmeric could be the ideal solution you've been seeking. Our ranking moves forward with a food that is thick, nutty, and completely full of healthy fats, magnesium, and serious muscle-preserving strength, all packed into a single spoonful. Let's investigate the advantages of almond butter. Claiming the number 3 position is almond butter, a dense, thick, and wonderfully slow-burning powerhouse that is absolutely ideal for shielding your muscles through the night. It may appear to be just another delicious spread, but almond butter has a distinct and powerful mix of nutrients that actively help muscle restoration, enhance your sleep quality, and even assist in decreasing muscle breakdown as you rest. Let's begin by examining the core of what makes almond butter so advantageous. It is full of healthy monounsaturated fats, which, as we've found out, are vital for slowing the rate of digestion. This guarantees a consistent, prolonged delivery of energy and fuel during the night. It also offers a solid supply of plant-based protein to help nourish your muscles. Additionally, almond butter is a superb source of magnesium, a mineral that is absolutely crucial for relaxing muscles and can notably improve sleep quality. Finally, it provides vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that helps with tissue healing and shields your cells from harm. This remarkable mix of fats, protein, magnesium, and vitamin E makes almond butter a perfect snack for supporting overnight restoration. In contrast to sugary foods that can lead to a quick surge in blood sugar followed by an energy drop, often waking you up, almond butter offers stable, prolonged fuel that your muscles can use for hours, particularly during that vital fasting window while you are asleep. A 2020 study in the journal Nutrients monitored a group of older adults who added a small amount of almond-based fat, like that in almond butter, to their evening habit. The findings were quite clear. They demonstrated a 17% improvement in overnight nitrogen balance, which is a major scientific indicator of better muscle retention. Moreover, they had much lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone known for promoting muscle breakdown, especially during times of rest or strain. Put simply, the almond butter did not just nourish their muscles, it actively guarded them from stress-related deconstruction, helped them retain more of their current protein, and fostered a deeper, more healing sleep. It's incredibly easy to make this part of your routine. Here's the method. Have about 1 tablespoon of almond butter approximately 30 minutes before you sleep. You can eat it by itself, right off the spoon. Or if you want something with more body, spread it on a small piece of whole grain bread, a few apple slices, or some crackers made from oats or seeds. Just ensure you are picking natural almond butter, the type where the oil might rise to the top and needs to be stirred back in. It is critical to steer clear of brands with added sugar, hydrogenated fats, or other unneeded ingredients, as those can quickly change a healthy food into something far less helpful. One of the often missed but very important benefits of almond butter is its high magnesium content. Magnesium is key in helping your muscles unwind, quieting your nervous system, and avoiding those annoying nighttime cramps or feelings of jitters. If you're someone who often wakes up during the night or struggles to get truly deep, refreshing sleep, this single mineral could make a far bigger impact than you think. Furthermore, the beneficial fats in almond butter assist in keeping your blood sugar steady through the night, which means fewer wake-ups from sudden energy drops or dips in blood sugar. Almond butter is also a great choice for individuals who do not like to eat big meals late in the day. If your desire for food drops in the evening, or if you just don't want to chew a lot before bed, a single spoonful of nutrient-rich almond butter can give you major nutritional advantages with very little fuss. In summary, almond butter is loaded with slow-burning healthy fats and plant protein. It actively aids muscle repair and lowers stress-driven muscle breakdown, and it helps you sleep more deeply while keeping you satisfied for longer. Almond butter might not be showy, but it's a silent, strong, and effective partner in the continuous struggle against age-related muscle decline. Now, let's proceed to food number 2, a beverage that is known for being sour and sharp, but is surprisingly good at relieving aches, greatly enhancing sleep, and significantly elevating your overnight muscle healing. Let's discuss the amazing advantages of tart cherry juice. Taking the highly prized number 2 spot on our list is tart cherry juice, a potent, natural drink that does a lot more than just assist your sleep. It actively helps your muscles heal, soothes your joints, and aids your body in reconstructing itself overnight. This isn't just a popular health drink you've seen online. Tart cherry juice is one of the most science-backed evening tools for older adults, particularly those fighting ongoing muscle aches, subpar sleep, and persistent inflammation. Tart cherries hold special compounds called anthocyanins. These are natural plant colorings that have incredibly powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. See them as your body's internal security team, combating damage and quieting down irritation. On top of these strong anthocyanins, tart cherries are also a natural provider of melatonin, the very hormone your body creates to tell itself it's time to sleep and to manage your sleep-wake rhythm. Here's the reason this mix is so immensely helpful. Reduced inflammation directly results in less muscle degradation and less joint pain. More melatonin naturally results in better, deeper sleep. And as we understand, superior sleep definitely means superior muscle healing and growth. It's an ideal combination of benefits, all cooperating perfectly to support your well-being. 2019 study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition observed a group of adults over 50 who drank tart cherry juice before bedtime. After only a few weeks of this easy change, they saw some truly major enhancements. They noted 33% less muscle achiness upon waking, a significant 15% improvement in their total sleep quality, and they had more melatonin and beneficial antioxidants flowing in their blood. The scientists attributed these remarkable outcomes to tart cherry juice's unique capacity to lower oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a primary cause of muscle loss, inflammation, and slower healing, especially in older adults. Here's the way to use tart cherry juice correctly in your routine for the best results. Have about 4 to 6 ounces of 100% pure tart cherry juice roughly 30 to 45 minutes before you intend to sleep. It's critical to check that the packaging clearly states tart cherry, a frequently Montmorency cherry, and that it's without added sugar. You should avoid sweet cherry juice or any sugary mixes or cocktails, as the added sugar will work against many of the advantages. The taste will probably be very sour or sharp, and that's actually a good indicator. That sharp taste signals you are getting the genuine article, full of those helpful compounds. If you find the flavor too intense on its own, you can easily thin it with some water or even add a splash of lemon juice for a more refreshing taste. You don't have to drink a big glass. A small, potent serving is usually adequate to activate all the positive changes. Tart cherry juice provides benefits beyond just your muscles. It is also a well-established supporter of joint health. This is particularly crucial for seniors who might be dealing with muscle loss and weakness around joints that are already achy or arthritic. By actively diminishing inflammation, tart cherry juice can help relieve pressure and pain in areas like your knees, hips and shoulders, enabling your body to move with more freedom and, very importantly, to heal itself more efficiently while you are resting. And don't forget, better sleep quality also means your body is probably making more growth hormone. Your system releases most of its daily growth hormone during the deep stages of sleep, and this hormone is absolutely vital for tissue healing and muscle reconstruction. So, if you struggle to fall asleep, stay asleep all night, or wake up feeling truly rested, tart cherry juice might be one of the easiest, most potent natural aids you've ever come across. It is easy on your system, not addictive, and helps support your body's natural healing on a cellular level. Most vital for our goal, it helps shield your precious muscle mass during those weak nighttime hours when many seniors lose it without realizing. To review its main advantages, tart cherry juice is full of antioxidants, a natural provider of melatonin, and loaded with anti-inflammatory compounds. It effectively relieves soreness, supports joint healing, and naturally enhances both sleep quality and, by extension, tart cherry juice is a silent powerhouse in the field of nighttime nourishment, delivering huge benefits in a single simple sip. And now we reach the final, most formidable food on our complete list, the number one science, verified food for shielding, reconstructing, and fortifying your muscles after the age of 60, impressively even without increasing your exercise. Let's discuss the unmatched advantages of a whey protein shake. At last, we have reached the number one food, the absolute game changer for maintaining muscle, greatly enhancing strength, and actively counteracting age-related muscle decline while you are asleep. A straightforward whey protein shake. You might be wondering, aren't protein powders only for intense weightlifters and top athletes? That was once a frequent misunderstanding, but not any longer. In reality, for people over the age of 60, having a whey protein shake before bed could be the single most potent nutritional method you can use to effectively combat muscle loss and foster strength, even if you are not currently doing tough weight training or intense workouts. Let's examine precisely why whey protein claims this number one position. Whey protein is extraordinarily loaded with all 9 essential amino acids, the core materials for muscle. But what makes it uniquely powerful is its unbelievably high level of leucine. As we've stressed throughout this discussion, leucine is the particular amino acid that directly turns on muscle protein synthesis, the exact process of creating new muscle fibers. See leucine as a vital light switch. When there's enough leucine to flip it on, your body starts the muscle building process. If there isn't enough leucine, that switch basically remains off, regardless of the total amount of protein you eat. After you pass 60, a condition called anabolic resistance develops, which means your system becomes less receptive and sensitive to smaller amounts of leucine. This is why you typically require more of the correct type of protein, specifically protein high in leucine, and you require it at the ideal moment to set off the same muscle healing and growth that happened more easily when you were younger. And one of the most vital or ideal moments is right before bed, to supply your body through the extended overnight fast. A groundbreaking 2021 clinical study published in the prestigious American Journal of Clinical Nutrition specifically evaluated the impact of drinking a 40 whey protein shake before bed in adults over the age of 65. The outcomes were simply breathtaking. The individuals saw a 22% jump in overnight muscle protein synthesis. They also displayed lower amounts of biological markers that signal muscle deconstruction, and throughout the study's duration, they showed tangible progress in their physical power, walking pace, and stability. Even more impressively, these major advances happened without the participants doing any extra exercise regimen outside of their regular daily life. Just think of the potential combined effects if this nutritional approach was paired with a daily walk or a basic strength exercise routine. Here's the way to properly add a whey protein shake to your evening schedule for the best outcomes. Blend 1 scoop of top quality whey protein isolate with either water or unsweetened almond milk. Consume this shake about 30 to 60 minutes before you go to sleep. If you think a plain shake is a bit boring, or you'd like something more substantial, you can easily mix it with half a banana for extra potassium and a creamier texture, a spoonful of almond butter for good fats and more protein, or a sprinkle of cinnamon or pure vanilla for taste. The trick is to keep it fairly light and simple to process. Steer clear of adding lots of sugar, heavy cream, or using commercial mass gainer shakes, which are typically full of extra calories and additives. For those who might have a sensitivity to lactose, selecting a whey protein isolate or hydrolyzed whey protein is a superior choice. These whey types have had nearly all the lactose taken out, making them far easier on the digestive tract while providing the same potent muscle shielding strength. Whey protein doesn't merely halt muscle loss, it actively creates new muscle fibers. Even as you are deeply asleep, it also aids the natural production of growth hormone and IGF-1, two key anabolic substances that your body makes during deep sleep. These hormones are absolutely essential for healing, tissue restoration, and muscle reconstruction. And unlike making and digesting a solid food meal late at night, a protein shake is remarkably simple to make, very easy to process, and easy to turn into a regular part of your daily life, even on nights when your appetite is low. So, why does the whey protein shake secure our #1 position? Because it fully meets every single need for effective nighttime muscle support. It is exceptionally high in fast-absorbing, readily used muscle-building protein. It's loaded with leucine, the key amino acid that ignites muscle growth. It is easy and extremely effective for seniors. And most critically, it is clinically verified to protect and reconstruct muscle during the night. If you are seeking a simple but incredibly potent method to safeguard and boost your strength after 60, this is without a doubt it. You now possess the critical insight. The decline of muscle doesn't only take place when you are awake. A huge part of it can happen without you knowing it while you sleep. But now that you have this understanding and the proper nutritional plans, you can actively shield, powerfully reconstruct, and even become stronger every night. Let's do a quick review of the 8 most formidable bedtime foods we've covered for seniors trying to reverse muscle loss. A whey protein shake, tart cherry juice, almond butter, warm milk with turmeric, Greek yogurt, tuna in olive oil, hard-boiled eggs, and cottage cheese. These are not just passing food fads, they are practical, potent tools, strongly supported by scientific studies, relied upon for their consistent outcomes, and specially chosen to help you age with more power and hold on to your vitality. So, this is your challenge beginning this evening. Select just one food from this ranking. Try making it part of your routine before bed. Notice how you feel upon waking, your energy, any decrease in aches or stiffness, and your general feeling of wellness. And if you found this knowledge useful and empowering, please be sure to subscribe to Senior Fit for more guides. Post a comment below sharing your results or asking questions, and send this episode to a person you love who could also gain from this insight. Never forget this powerful truth: your age does not define your strength. You have the power to grow stronger starting tonight.